Good evening, SUBFURYs. Today is a special day, a very special day indeed. It is the best day of the damn year. Why, Tim, of today of all days, is it the best day of the damn year? Oh, it's the best day of the damn year every year. Well, technically, not today. I mean November 5th. After all, the famous poem goes, remember, remember, the 5th of November, the gunpowder treason and plots, and something, fireworks! It is the number one, the most fundamental and most important right that a man can have. More important than freedom of speech, more important than freedom of religion. It is, of course, the right to fireworks! Welcome to tonight's edition of Fun Time with Boomy Things.
Fun time with boomy things.
Da 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 da. What do we have tonight, Peter?
Well, Tim, I'm glad you asked. I have in my hand here
Yes?
one bomber shot.
Oh, that is fantastic. And what? Tell me, dare I say, does the bomber shot do?
Shoots flaming balls.
That's
I just imagine it does what the others do, but
I think they all do very similar things.
Very.
I mean, we definitely won't be using these as wands to fire at one another. Like, that is something we are definitely not going to do.
I can't confirm or deny what I will do. Speak for yourself.
Well, I mean, health and safety it's an incredibly important thing. Making sure that everyone is very safe when they're around legal fireworks that should be in the hands of irresponsible and irrational teenagers.
The year is 2014.
No, it's not.
The event, New Year's Eve. A couple of friends and myself
I don't think they need to know this
acquired
story.
a bunch of fireworks.
Very small ones.
I managed to convince one of my friends.
We're not sure which friend though.
Completely anonymous.
Yeah, slipped my mind.
To hold on to one rather large Roman candle and fire it from his hand. Needless to say, it did not go well as it fired straight out of his hand and at us. All things considered, it went well. Right, on to the next one.
Yes.
Whitesnake. Which, contrary to popular belief, is not just the band your mom listened to in the 80s. Emits showers of sparks.
It's, you know, like how animals sometimes have dust baths because they can't take water baths?
No.
This is for humans who can't have water showers.
Do you reckon I need one?
I'm not. Yep, just try it. Followed by the Fury.
Tim, what's in your box?
What's in my box? Well, I'm glad you asked, Peter. Things like the Ack Attack 2.
Ack Attack.
It's at least one more times better than the Ack Attack 1.
Can you say it 5 times really fast?
Ack Attack, Ack Attack, Ack Attack, Ack Attack, Attack, Attack. Ack Attack. But this one was made in China.
China.
So is this one. China.
It was also made in China.
I'll just date check the serial number here. This one's called the Milky Way. It's a vintage edition. Notes of oak.
Definitely, yeah. I can smell possibly a dash of raspberry in there.
Yep. Raspberry and oak it's a winning combo. I mean, that actually dates back well into the 1700s. With the invasion of
osteoporosis into Turkey.
Yeah,
osteoporosis
and
into Turkey.
This was the scent to have.
I agree. Yeah.
So they've obviously tailored this particular work of fire after it. It also emits showers of sparks.
That's a very common theme.
Very common theme.
You really get what the creators are kind of going for with these sort of designs.
I'm beginning to think it's more like a
Do you know I have gunpowder on my floor?
What?
I was opening up one of the fireworks, and I just happened to be twirling around, and all of the powder tipped out. Something had clearly happened, so now my floor is covered in firework powder. By the way, this is our German student. It's her name is
He always introduces me like this.
I don't see what's funny. Sinquala gets mocked for her name very, very muchly, and she doesn't enjoy
treat
it.
you.
But thank you very much for tuning in into tonight's fun times with the
I don't know
Boomy
why you're
Friends.
wrapping up. I still have more.
People don't actually know, but this is the precursor to the lightsaber, I believe.
Well, please, Tim, enlighten us as to how it works.
Essentially, it's
Literally.
very simple. There are at least 6 steps, and only 6 steps involved in turning it into a lightsaber. First step, remove any other items that are currently poking your cheek.
Excuse me, I have a question.
Did
we ever get to the bottom of what lightsabers taste like? This is the best time to,
I definitely think that this is probably the best time.
a very, very strong...
We don't get this kind of behavior in Germany.
A wooden flavour, very compressed, almost like a paper, or perhaps some sort of wrapping. Not too dissimilar from the notes of oak and raspberry that we got from the Milky Way #2.
It just really packs a flavorful punch, though.
Well, it doesn't really punch anything, seeing as it doesn't have arms, but I'm sure if it did, it would.
Thank you very much for tuning into Bing Bang Times with Boom Man.
Please tune in next time when we review Tim's sandals. He has a very wide array of sandals.
I have at least 3.
You have none.
I don't have 3 anymore.
It's mine.
Save
She's
that.
fine.
Save that for the video. And the rule is you lick it, you own it. So
I am now property.
there's still fun to be had.
There is still fun to be had, but I'm afraid it's going to have to wait for a future time where we will do it barefoot. Thank you very much for tuning in into tonight's edition of Pie and Tim, the return of
Me. I'm back. I'm back. That's an inconsistent clap.
Thank you for tuning in to tonight's edition of... This is where you chime in.
Boomy's Big Boom Time.
Boomy's Big Boom Times, featuring Peter.
Well, there's only one thing that you need to remember, and that's jump cuts. So
like,
1 second I'm gonna be over
conversation.
here,
Yeah.
and then in the next shot I'm gonna be over here.
Thank you very much for tuning in to tonight's edition of BOOMY-BOOMY FUN TIMES with Peter and my German student Sinjuela. If you want to see more of them, then say either his catchphrase, which is
Yep.
yup. Either say yup, or say our German student's other catchphrase, which is
I like marbles.
I like marbles. So go for yup and I like marbles. Let me know down in the comments below.
That's spelled YAHRRPP.
That's YHARRPP.
Stay nerdy, SUBFURYs,
and I'll
See you in the future.